Howdy folks, Dirk13 here, and welcome to a new Let's Play of Stonehearth. First, a little bit about me. I'm a really new YouTuber. Right now I have a few videos I put out really early this year, and then I just kind of restarted everything with 7 Days to Die. So if that's your kind of thing, check it out. I think I'm doing a pretty good job for my first, playlist, I guess. But here we have Stonehearth. Stonehearth is a city management fun little game that I figured would give a try. I played it a couple of times since it came out, but I figured something different, so let's give it a go. We're in Alpha 19 right now in the game, so we're going to click New Game here, and it's going to ask us to choose our kingdom. I think we're going to go with the Ascendius, whatever. They are a prosperous and industrious kingdom. Seeking new lands and venture, they set off too. So we could pick a temperate forest or a desert. I'm going to go pick the forest. It's called Darkmoor Forest, a location that will surely be normal. An inspiring place to start anew. Okay. So it's going to ask us to... this is everyone who's going to start our town with us. So what we're looking for is a couple people with high mind, because they're really good crafters, and then a couple people with high health, body, and spirit, and they'll be good warriors. And then everything else will kind of backfill itself. This actually isn't too bad here. I wish his was just a wee bit higher. Yeah, screw it. Let's reroll. Oh, no one has good mind there. All right, there we go. All right, I'm happy with this. Couple of really good mind people, another really good mind person, really good, warrior there. And then over here, it's going to ask us to choose things to start off with. So we're going to start off with a wooden sword, the farmer's hoe, and just some food to make sure we don't die day one. Okay, there we go. And let's embark. It's going to roll a randomly generated map for us. And where do we want to start? I'm thinking somewhere like right here. That looks pretty good. My cat just jumped up on the desk. Sorry. Let me get him down. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Should be a nice little area, right by a lake, right by some mountains. Yeah, I like it. We're going to settle here. And now it's going to generate the actual world for us, not just a map. So yeah, this should be fun. It's something different that I haven't really played on YouTube before. I've done 7 Days to Die, a couple of space games, Kerbal Space Program, Asterix, and then... Did I say 7 Days to Die? I don't remember. So, click here to place our town banner. That's like the center of our town. And we're going to place it... screw it. Right there. And what should we call it? Oh, well, duh. We're going to call it Dirkaland. Actually, there should be space in there. There we go. That looks better. Okay, so we're going to start the game off paused. And the first thing we're going to do here... just kind of look around. I mean, it's kind of weird graphics, boxy, but they look pretty good. First thing we're going to do is put down a stockpile zone. That way, anything that we mine or gather, anything like that, it's going to go right here. We can designate what actually goes here. For now, just everything is going to go there. Now, we're going to go in here and look at our hearthlings, or just our citizens. We'll just call them citizens. And we're going to figure out who was going to be our warrior. He was going to be our warrior, first person. So we're going to change his job, and congratulations, you're going to be a footman. We're also going to go back, and we're going to find somebody with really high mind, which we just passed. We have a couple people. Let's give it to Sarah. Change jobs. She's going to be our first carpenter. Congratulations, Sarah. And lastly, we need somebody with decent body who is going to be a farmer. All right, it looks like it's going to be Marine. Change jobs. Farmer. Approved. And now we're going to unpause. So they're going to go and pick up their, like, for example, the footman. He's going to go pick up his sword. The carpenter is going to go pick up his saw, so on and so forth. And the farmer is going to pick up the hoe. Ha 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 ho. Oh, it's so magical. Cool. And we're going to pause again. So first thing we're going to do is put down a couple of farm zones. We're going to make them 10 by 10. And there's a few different things you can farm. First thing we're going to do is carrots. And we're also going to put another one down. My dog is going crazy today, and it's really starting to annoy me. Turnips. And one more for pumpkins. There we go. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to pause this real quick, and I'm going to go see what my dog's going crazy about. 1 sec. Alrighty, folks. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what she was barking at. I think it was the dog next door. But alright, so we have our farms up. Let's verify they're all different crops. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and turn it back on here. And you can see the farmer. They're going to start hoeing the ground, and then she'll start planting. We're going to go over here to harvest, and we're going to harvest some trees. Let's get a couple trees going, and we're going to build our first house. Yeah, the building in here is actually really cool. It's a lot better than I ever thought it would be. May as well harvest some stone over here. Is there any more stone laying around? Yeah, there's a little bit right there. Cool. And I guess while we're working on this, we may as well start a mine, right? Alright, so they're going to finish. We have a ton of wood. Once I do the plans for the mine, we'll start building our blueprint. So, we can mine in a 4x4 block here, which is great, but we can't see what's behind it. So, what we're going to do is hit slice, and now we can actually see and go back. And they start mining. Alright, so we're going to let them do their thing. Oh, grizzled traveler approaches. Welcome to the area, folks. Goodness, you people look starved. Here's something to help. And he just gives us some food. Thank goodness, you're a pal. But let's start our first house. It's just going to kind of be a communal house to start with. So we're going to design our building. Firstly, we have to put a foundation down. We could select wood, stone, or clay bricks. I think we're going to do stone. And I'm really fond of this darker stone here. Let's see. We're going to put it... Let's put it over here. So it's just got to be big enough to accommodate a couple of beds for them. Which, that looks good. So the foundation's there. Next, we have to pick the walls. Let's see. So wall material is going to be wood. Column material, just the column. We're going to keep that wood too. And we'll make it this little pattern here. Make it all pretty. And then, sure, for the column. Bam. Next, we have to put a door in there. Oh, it's even centered. That's awesome. Some windows. Now, putting this stuff in here, it's not actually going to all get done right away. They're going to start like the foundation of the house and start building the walls, but the windows aren't going to be ready for a while because we have to set our carpenter up to do that stuff, which we will do right after this. And then finally, our roof. That looks good. Let's see what this roof looks like here. Let's make it like this. Hey, I like that. Oh, but I don't like the material. Yeah, that's ugly. There we go. There we go. That looks better. Now we're gonna say finished editing. Actually, let's edit again, and let's put in some decorations. Oh, it's not gonna let us choose any. We may as well put some beds in though. If you hit over here, building vision, it kind of moves it around. Oh, I don't know if this isn't gonna be big enough. Interesting. Okay, let's make this a little bigger then. That was kind of a pain, but whatever. Alright, now let's see how many beds we could fit in here. How many hearthlings do we have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have to fit 7 beds up in there. There's 4. 5, 6. Barely, but 7. Okay, whatever. They're not going to be very happy, all cramped, but they'll live with it for a while. Put the walls in. Let's go back to full view here. Door. Windows. Nothing too fancy. Like I said, it's just their first kind of starter house, just to get them out of the elements. Now, if you want something like this, but a lot more in depth, you should check out RimWorld, which is a game I absolutely love. Maybe eventually down the road we'll play it, but for now, no. And then we'll put our roof back on. There we go. Now, finished editing. So you can see here that we don't have any of these things. We're going to build anyway. And they're going to start digging stuff out. But in the meantime, we need to start our carpenter up. So, crafters, carpenter, and this is the carpenter's crafting menu. First thing we're going to do is have him craft a workshop. Move it to the top. There you go. Put it in the inventory. And now we're just going to place it right there. And now the carpenter should start making stuff. Yep, none of these are highlighted red anymore, so the carpenter's going to start making those items. Look at him go. We're just going to sit here and watch him do this for a minute. How about that? One of them's already going to sleep, lazy bum. Who is that? Oh, Sarah is now carpenter level 3, or level 1, level 3. I think we could rename them too. Let's take a look. See if we can rename them something a little easier. More info. We can. We're going to call her Bob the Builder. Let's see, our farmer. What should we rename our farmer? We're just going to say Farmer Jovel. At least now at a glance, we're going to know exactly what they do. And our footman, burly hands, that's great. Let's just call him Sergeant. So now there we go, Sergeant. All right, now we'll go back. Watch him build this house a little more. So the carpenter's making like the doors, the beds, the window frames, and then they're going to put them in as time goes on here. Every day, you get a daily update. And if you have enough food, morale, and net worth, you get another hearthling. Right now we don't, which we're working on. Actually, we're going to need another stockpile here. Let's just make this one food. How about that? And then we'll go and we'll edit this one to say no food. And then they'll move all the food over here. Actually, that's kind of... No, that's dumb. Screw it. Okay. Everything can go there. We're not there yet. We're not that organized. And we got some stone, which is awesome. Which means in our mine over here, they are actually mining stone, which is good. We can tell them to keep on mining. Carpenter is now level 2. And we're just going to kind of mine out little steps here. We could mine straight down and have them build a ladder to get back up, but whatever. And you can see the little window frames are in there now. See? Doesn't that look great? Did they not finish the roof yet, but they're taking down the scaffolding? It's kind of strange. Oh, you know what? Is it that? No. They have everything they need. That's weird. Oh, they're building scaffolding back up over here now. I see. Okay. So, our carpenter, Bob, is still, or she's done. So, next we're going to make a, let's see, I guess a weaver's spindle. Oh, we don't have any bundle of fiber. Let's look around the map here and see if we can find any plants to take down to, there they are. That way they can go harvest this stuff and they'll get fiber. There we go, that should be good enough for now. And we'll let them work for a little bit because they're probably a little backed up now. We're getting our first harvest of radishes here, or turnips, sorry, radishes. And our first house is almost done. Look at this. Alright, so go back to our carpenter. Make this. Craft requirements not met. We're going to queue anyway. That way she builds it as soon as those bundles of fiber are in the inventory. Bam, look at that. I think it's done. Oh, they're missing one bed. Granted, we didn't have to put all the beds in here because I think they sleep at different times, so it's not a huge deal. And also, while we're working on the carpenter here, let's go ahead and have him make the mason's hammer and chisel too, so we could start some stonework. What are you working on? Okay, made the hammer and chisel. So now we have to find somebody else with a decent amount of mind. There's a 6, a 5, a 4, a 5. VO, congratulations. You're going to be our mason. And we're also going to have to rename VO here. Let's do that before I forget. I don't know. Who works with stone? No, I know. Gimli. Granted, he doesn't actually work with stone. He's more of a warrior, but whatever, you know. And we do have our spindle, too. So we need to promote somebody to do that. Maggie, it looks like it's you. Change jobs. Weaver. Congratulations, Maggie. Alright, so now we have a few more options here. We're going to have the mason start, and he's going to make his workbench. There we go. And we're also going to have the weaver make all of her stuff. Craft. 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 The weaver has a ton of crap. Now, let's take a look at our farmer here. Okay. It's still not level 1. But if we go over here and we look, silkweed is kind of like the cotton of Stonehearth. They need to be level 1. Now, how close is our farmer to level 1? More info. Okay, really close. Cool. So once the farmer goes level 1, we will start farming silkweed, so the weaver will actually have something to do. In the meantime, though, let's go ahead and place an item. We're going to place the mason workshop. And we'll just put it right there for now. And shit, we may as well place all this stuff just to get it out of the inventory. Hey, we could start silkweed. Let's do that. Designate a new farming area. And we'll check that daily update in a minute here. 10 by 10. Silkweed, start it. Alright, did we get it? We have enough food? We have enough morale? Ooh, we're off on the net worth, though. Net worth is how many buildings you have, what kind of stuff you have in your inventory. So, an easy way to do that is just start having your crafters make, like, decoration blocks. I'm a big fan of these wall-mounted lanterns. Let's make 6 of them. And then we'll have our mason do some stuff, too, here. What can you start with? Requires mason level 1. Okay, so we kind of have to grind our mason a little bit here. So let's do cobblestone fence. Do 15 of them. We're gonna need more stone. So let's go work on our mine here. Where's our mine? Oh, just orientated the wrong way. Ah, they only went 1 level down. Damn. That is 1 level, right? Oh, there we go. That was easy. Yeah. Alright, let's stop her from making, or him, whoever it is, from making more of these. And next, we're going to have them make the stone maul for our soldier. Just a little more attack power. Oh, they're hungry. They're out of... No, they're not out of food. Oh, they're eating. That's what they're doing. Okay. I thought that meant they were hungry. My bad. Well, folks, that is our first little village. If you are liking it, please hit the like button, or you can subscribe. If I feel fancy enough, I will try to put in the little subscribe pop-up thing on YouTube. So, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for episode number 2. Until then, have a great day, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Bye-bye.